She was only 6 years old, too young to understand evil, too young to understand what had been done to her, but old enough to remember where it happened. On a quiet suburban street, police officers responded to what seemed like a routine call. They never expected a child, barely tall enough to reach their patrol car door, to calmly say, "I can show you where they kept me." What she led them to shocked even the most experienced investigators. This is the story of survival, courage, and the hidden darkness that no one saw coming. The town was small, peaceful, the kind of place where people didn't lock their doors during the day. On a warm afternoon, a 6-year-old girl, we'll call her Lily to protect her identity, was playing outside her home. Her mother had stepped inside for just a moment. When she came back, Lily was gone. At first, it didn't feel real. Maybe she went to a neighbor's yard. Maybe she was hiding. But after 10 minutes, then 20, panic set in. Police were called. Within hours, volunteers searched. Backyards, woods, garages, drainage tunnels. The town that once felt safe now felt unfamiliar. The worst thoughts began creeping in. 3 days later, Lily appeared, alone, walking down a road nearly 2 miles from her house. A passing driver noticed something strange. She wasn't crying. She wasn't running. She was quiet. Too quiet. Police arrived immediately. An officer gently asked her, "Sweetheart, where have you been?" She responded, "I was in a room. They said I couldn't leave." She didn't scream. She didn't break down. She spoke as if describing something ordinary. But what she described next changed everything. At the station, trained child interviewers spoke with her carefully. No leading questions. No pressure. Just gentle prompts. That's when she said, "It's close. I can show you." Officers hesitated. But she was specific. She described a blue door, stairs that creaked, a room with no windows, a smell she didn't like. Police drove slowly while she pointed. Left, right, straight. Then she pointed at a house. A normal house. Trimmed lawn. Mailbox out front. Nothing suspicious. But Lily whispered, "That's where." Police approached cautiously. The homeowner answered, calm, cooperative, said he lived alone. But Lily clung to the officer's leg and began trembling. She pointed toward the side of the house. There, officers obtained emergency authorization to search. Inside, everything looked ordinary, until they reached the basement. Behind storage boxes, they found it. A reinforced interior room. No windows. A lock on the outside. Soundproofing material. Inside were items that confirmed Lily's account. Authorities later described the room as deliberately concealed. The house that looked so normal hid something deeply disturbing. The suspect, a man in his 40s, had no serious criminal record. Neighbors described him as quiet, polite, kept to himself. No loud noises. No obvious red flags. This is what criminologists often call the invisible offender. People who blend into communities, avoid attention, carefully plan concealment. Investigators later confirmed Lily had been taken opportunistically. The suspect had observed routines, waited, then acted. The case shocked the town because it shattered a belief. Things like that don't happen here. But crime doesn't follow geography. It follows opportunity. The trial was emotional. Prosecutors relied heavily on forensic evidence from the basement, surveillance footage from nearby homes, Lily's carefully recorded testimony. Because she was a minor, her testimony was handled sensitively through legal protections. Experts testified about trauma responses in children. One key moment. The jury saw photos of the hidden room. Not graphic, but enough to understand. After deliberation, the verdict came back, guilty. The judge described the crime as a calculated betrayal of community trust. The suspect received a lengthy prison sentence. But this story isn't just about crime. It's about courage. Lily did something extraordinary. She remembered. She spoke up. She pointed. Because of her, investigators found evidence that ensured justice. Child psychologists later noted something powerful. Children often retain environmental memory, sounds, smells, layouts, even under stress. Her bravery helped protect others. Sometimes the most powerful witness is the smallest one. This case reminds us, listen to children, believe them, pay attention to small details. And most importantly, courage doesn't have an age requirement. If you found this story powerful, subscribe for more carefully told true crime cases that focus on justice, awareness, and survival. Because sometimes, the quietest voice tells the loudest truth.